know, the saddest thing about seeing quartz on the ceiling is when you look down. I mean, that's when it becomes really sad, because you realize that if you try and go after it, something's bound to happen, and it's just game over. Anyways, so welcome to Neopolis episode number 1. I'm so excited that I'm finally able to record these episodes for you guys. It's taken a while, yes, but I finally am doing it. So just a heads up for you guys, the audio quality of the episode coming up, at least for the first half of it, is pretty poor. And I apologize ahead of time, especially for the dog. I should have noticed him sitting there and growling, but I didn't. So again, I apologize for that, and I'm going to apologize again because I am recording this after I did the episode. And when I found out, I was just like, oh man, that was horrible. That was a very amateur mistake. So I hope you guys do enjoy the episode coming up ahead. But before we get to that, I want to show you guys around my base real quick. I had done that before, but I thought I just did a really poor job of it, so I'm going to do it again. So what I want to do is I want to say welcome to the Nightwish Cavern. I'm kind of basing the idea off of a book I read by Thomas Wayne Batson. He's one of my favorite authors. He actually is my favorite author. Well, actually, my second favorite, but that doesn't matter. So he wrote a book called the Barrenfield Prophecies, and in that book there is a underground city called the Nightwish Caverns. So this is kind of what I'm building off. If you do not know, we are using a custom world generator. So I did not build this, or I did not find it in some weird, bizarre seed number. This is a custom generator that we hired someone out to make for us. So, without further ado, I shall present you to what is the beginnings of my version of the Nightwish Cavern. So I've got a little sentry turret right there. I'm working on a little trophy room in there. There's not much in there to show yet. I've got a nice little civilian cabin in here, not much. I've got the gardens over here. I've got a dock down right over here. If you go down there, you'll see just a little dock. And we'll go over and look at the gardens real briefly. Basically, the idea is floating docks here. Kind of like you're trying to, kind of like irrigation on the spot, Just get the irrigation right where you are. Don't need to go anywhere for it. So we got our potatoes, our carrots. I need to get watermelons. I got sugar cane. I still got 2 more different types of trees to get. I probably should make a couple platforms for each type of tree. So eventually I'll get to that. It's just been kind of a slow process getting everything formatted and put in. There's so many things you got to do at first when you get into a new base. It's just kind of hectic. I've got kind of like this little trap room right here. Just kind of for intruders that, just if they're being facetious on my base. If they're not invited. If they're invited, I'll warn them about it. This is the blacksmith place. And whoa. I am very confused about this. I am... For some reason, it looked like that teleportation pad went off. Okay. Well, this actually gives me a chance to show you off the hub. This is in our city. It's just a hub. It's sort of the beginning of the works of removing teleportation commands. But basically, so like, we're just setting up little portals for people to be able to step onto pressure pads and send them to their base, and be able to go visit other people as well. We're also going to make a veteran hub, where veteran players will be able to have their own main hub, and I'll move into that eventually. But we have to build it first. Oh! That's what happened. I, that's what happened. No way. You are cruel. Don't you do that again. You are just a mean pig. You know that? Whoever would have thought? Oh, I am so gonna have to redesign my system now. Man, that is just the funniest thing ever. And I guess pigs are spawning here because I got grass in the park now. That is just the funniest thing ever. Anyways, so on with the tour. So I've got the blacksmith spot in here. Just kind of where I go and rename my tools and stuff. It's just really mainly for decoration. A lot of the stuff that I'm building here is for decoration. Not very much use. So let's see here. So we got the park, as you've seen already, with the pet pigs. Oh, this is great. So we got pigs in here. And over up here, well, right here is Fillmore Soda Fountain. So Fillmore Soda Fountain is actually the project that we are working on today. So we will actually be going down there as soon as I let you continue the episode. So before you go off and do that, I'm going to show you the potion room and a little bit around up here on the second story. Up there we've got the third story, but that is not finished. Actually, I haven't done anything up there yet. Down here I kind of started messing with art and things like that. Down here I'm going to put something, I have no idea what yet, but it's going to involve sandstone and pressure plates. That's all I know. Over here we've got the potion room, and we have our other dog. I really got to name these dogs, so that is another question to post in the comments. I forgot to ask that at the end of the episode, so if you would be so kind as to post possible names for the dogs, we'll go ahead and do that, and I'll choose name for the dog in the next episode. And in here we have the potion room. So we've got our little potion stands here. We've got our light to turn off, lever to turn off the lights. Got our infinite water supply. I kind of wanted light in here even when the lights were off, so I kind of put that nice little lighting trim up there. And we've got a little nether wart growing right here. And I'm just going to replant this here because these are empty. There we go. Okay, so but the really cool feature about this is that there's chests in here. Pretty sweet, huh? Open it up, get some chests in here. Wow, I mean there is chests in here, but I mean, got storage space. That's actually my favorite thing about the potion room. I'm gonna turn that light off. So this is the potion room. So that's everything I'm going to show you guys for today. I will show you guys the treasury room eventually. That'll be when we actually start working on it to get the item sorting set up in there. I have a unique little item sorting design that I want to do. Although, yeah, so go ahead and continue with the episode, and I will see you around the corner. So basically, the reason why we want to send certain items down is because of the soda fountain. We're building a soda fountain that people can get soda from. Now, as you know, there's no soda in Minecraft. And I was like, oh, I wanted to make something over here, sort of like a restaurant. I knew that much, that you'd come in over here, kind of have this look that I built, and I originally named it Fillmore's Tavern, but I didn't really want to have it to be a tavern because that normally includes it being a bar or something. So I decided to call it Soda Fountain. Well, if it's a soda fountain, that means it's got to have soda, right? So the best way I could think of to fake soda with potions. And we can do different flavors. So what I was gonna do is have little buttons over here at the counter to choose your flavor of soda. So like the speed soda would be called like Sugar Rush or something like that. And then like the strength one, it's kind of red, so I'd call it like Strawberry Swirl or something. So we'd have certain potions that people could click and they would get it. Oh, excuse me. So basically from the potion room, I'd send the items necessary to brew those potions, and then, or sodas, and then come down in here and stock the Sodey Fountain. Okay, so let's see. So I got all the stuff that we'll need for this project in here in the ender chest. Some of the valuables that we won't be using, but, you know. Let's go ahead and see here what we are going to do. Okay, so what we're going to need to do first is we're going to have to find a spot for our stand. I'm going to have tables and stuff set through here. I'm going to redo the flooring, finish the roof. I've got to figure out what to do with this. That is the teleporter up in the park, and I chose a really bad spot to get it put because, so if you step on that, that sends you over to the city, Neopolis. So it's kind of hard, you know. I can't really move it. I mean, I could if I really wanted to, but it's in a nice location up there. It's in a horrible location here, so maybe some lighting or something. We'll figure that out. Okay, so I was trying to find a good approximation for the counter and seating, so there was enough seating for people, and this looked like a pretty good proportion. So we'll have all the controls right here, and the counter will kind of curve on out, like so. I think it's 3 blocks, yep, 3 blocks out, or 2 blocks out. And then I kind of push this wall back a little bit. So, looks pretty fine and dandy. Let's go ahead and get this working. So we'll go ahead and go like 2, like so. And then, let's see here. Oh, hey, Mr. Dine's on. Hey. I think I'm going to need a few more of those. I'll grab some of these, and I might have to go harvest some more spruce wood. That should be enough for now. Yes, they are. Okay. So, something that I thought would be really fun is that we'll have 4 different flavors, and each flavor will be indicated by a block of wood. So this is the exact middle right here. So, we'll have 1 flavor here, and this means we gotta have these separated with something different than wood. So I went ahead and got some spruce wood, jungle wood. And then, let's not do jungle wood, because that's going to be more for the pillars, really. Right here. That'll look nicer there. Yeah, I like how that looks. Just like that. Let's see. Wink, wink. And grab, maybe quartz. Quartz might look good. It's kind of got like a soda fountain feel to it. Grab that. Should be going light. Yeah, that should be the color arrangement right there. Let's grab a little bit more quartz here. That has a kind of a nice look to it. We'll go ahead and go with it. We'll go with that for now. And then we can trim it in... what should we trim it in? Maybe cobblestone? There's always different colors you can choose from, you know? And sometimes cobblestone is a good factor. And you know... it might even be good to grab some cobblestone stairs and throw those there. Haha. Might not have to get spruce wood after all. That actually has a pretty nice feel to it. And even go like that. No, that's too much cobblestone. I do not know. Flavor, 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 flavor. So you got 4 flavors for the Sodey Fountain. And I'm gonna have to figure out some sort of trim. We'll figure something out. There. That looks pretty good. And grab some glowstone later. Oh, yeah, we've got some lamps. Yeah, okay. So these will be the lamps that will let us know when our soda's done. Right there. Perfect. And now, let's see. I'm just curious. You know, when you're designing something, you gotta experiment with some stuff, you know? Oh, and I think that was way out of... That was pushing it. That was really pushing it, wasn't it? Okay. We won't use another rack. You know, that brighter color might just work. It's too bright. Way too bright. Well, the roof is going to be that oak wood anyway, so I think we'll use oak wood. Or, we could... 1, 2, 3... go like that. Yeah, that doesn't look half bad. We'll go with that for now. The cobblestone might need to change. Yeah, if we've got that brick there, the cobblestone actually doesn't look very good. I don't know, we'll mess with it later. Okay, so we've got our interface finished. And we'll make signs and put them on there. So let's go ahead and go around to the other side of our little machine here. Alright, so I'm going to grab some more supplies, and we will be right back. Alright, so I cleaned up a little bit, added quartz instead of cobblestone, put spruce wood instead of brick, and I think it looks a lot better now. And so we're going to go ahead and move to the back, add some lighting so you guys can see. Voila. Alright, so I already started on the idea. I haven't gotten too far, but basically the idea is 1, 2, 3, right here. We've got, oh, but we can't do that. I just realized we can't do that because I almost forgot that we have to refill the droppers. So, what we gotta do is we gotta go nether wart dropper, 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 okay. And then now we can go like this, and then add our repeater and give it 3 ticks. We're going to have to do something a little bit different than what was planned in the handbook. Okay, so let's see. You know what? Actually, we don't want the soda to be delivered here. We want it to be delivered right here. Aha. So to get that to work, what we can do, maybe grab some cobblestone here since it's cheap, grab a dropper, and then go ahead and do some experimenting. Basically, I'm trying to buy some time while I try and also figure out what to do over there. This let's go ahead and throw a piece of quartz in. Grab a redstone torch, like so. Boom. Let's see where that quartz went. Whoa! That's not what's supposed to happen. Okay. So, we get our input. And maybe... And... like that. And then the redstone will go up like so. So that works pretty good. So that will work pretty good. Now, what was it? Was it 3 and 1? Oh, yep. There we go. I forgot the main function. This is so going to be necessary to make the soda. Dirt. Okay. So, after a few tests and stuff, I got this up and running a little bit. Push the button. Item comes out. And you can grab it. Now I had to put this here so you could go just that little extra bit to grab anything that for some reason was back there instead of up front. And otherwise it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna change that. It just looks way out of whack there. I'm gonna go ahead and fix that just like that. Much better. And other than that, it looks pretty good. I'm really pleased with it. Anyways, I was looking at the wiki at different brewing potions, and I realized I forgot the brewing stand, so I went and got that. And then I changed the formation of this because I realized that all brews only require 3 different types of items. The bottle, nether wart, and then whatever special item that is. So the first 2 items are brewing potions and are whatever the other one is called. The bottles and the nether wart, those can be, let me grab our, right there, and then we just move this guy here, and be rigged to all of our buttons. Pretty crazy, huh? I thought so. Oh, there we go. Just like that. Bane. Ooh, I just realized that needs to be... Oh, we can't exactly do that. Let's test this. Put one in here. One in here. And test if this works. Alright, where's that button? Oh, not the button. Oh. Okay, neither of them worked. Error. Ooh, this could be difficult. Oops. Okay. Okay, so that works. Okay. I'm going to mess with this a little bit, try and get this set up, and then I'll get right back with you guys, okay? Go. And we go up again. And down. Boom, boom, boom. stuck down here. That was brilliant, to say the least. Yeah, we'll go up through here. Oh, we can do this. Yep, there we go. Nice. Okay. And there it is. It's all finished. Nice and clean. Probably go through here and grab that coal over there here in a second. But basically, we'll have our locking mechanism over here, and I'll explain more on that later. And then we'll have our, oh, what goes right here? We have our, awkward potion brewer right here, and then we'll have our flavor chooser right here. So this should go pretty good. Yeah, looks like we've got the room we need after I lowered everything 2 blocks. As you can tell, there used to be only 1 stair here, now there's 2 more. And windows are a bit bigger, which actually makes it look a lot nicer. I'll probably bring the ceiling down 1 block so that we can cover up that right there and get some lighting in here. But it's looking pretty good. I also kind of changed this right here, got rid of the light. I'm going to put a light right here. Gotta remember to do that. Like so. And then, yeah, it should work out really nice. So we're getting a lot closer to being done. This project has taken a lot longer than I thought it would. So, yeah, we should be getting pretty close. Okay, so let's get started on the redstone. I'll do one of these. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do the flavor chooser section first. And basically what's going to happen is I'll do one of these right here, one of the flavors, and then I'll repeat the process on the other ones off screen. So we're going to go ahead and bring this out 4 right here. And we're going to go ahead and a repeater here, redstone dust here, and another repeater here. Then we need to bring this up 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Just drop these down right here. Add a piston onto there. And then do that. And then add that there. So this is our locking mechanism right here. We haven't hooked it up yet. It'll go down right there and connect. But basically the locking mechanism, when someone places an order, it's gonna shut off the machine so that people can't keep clicking buttons and jamming up the system. Just a precautionary measure. And then we want to add a dropper. Directly underneath that redstone dust right there. Like so. And then what we need to do is we need to go ahead and go up again. Oops, too high. And we want to dig this out and this out, like so. And then go 1, 2, and then we'll add another one later. And what that's going to be is that's going to be our refill channel. And I'll explain that part later. Alright, so I've got this all finished. All the flavor lockdowns are hooked up. Added a little bit more lighting so you can see what I'm doing. And I got some cobblestone right here. So we're going to go ahead and continue on. So we got these droppers down here, and these are each of the flavors. So when you push a button, the signal will come out. If it's not locked, those will be down. Signal will continue through, light up this redstone. The redstone will power this block, which will set off this dropper. So what we want to do next, we want to go up, and then what we want to do is we want to go ahead and count this off, so we can figure out where the water starts. Okay, jump back up. There we go. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just like that. So let's go ahead and go down. That starts right there. So we just bring this along like that. 1 past the dropper. actually we want to then go one more and break that one because a hopper's going to go there. And we want to go ahead and cover this in like so. And then bring down the other side of the trench. And there we go. So we'll put a bucket of water there, and I don't have one with me, so I'll do that in a minute. So I'll put a bucket of water there, and that will go down this way over into this hopper. This hopper will connect to our flavor brewing stand. Alright, welcome back everyone. So I've done ton of stuff on this thing, and I'll go ahead and run you down on all the changes I've made and why I made them here in a second. But basically I wanted to fill you on a few things. I'm terribly sorry about the dog noise. That was up there in the park area, and that was just a really big mistake on my part for leaving him there and not noticing that he was sitting here barking the whole time, or should I say growling. Definitely should have noticed that. So terribly sorry to you guys. I moved him over to the farms so he's out of the way. Shouldn't bother us, and I'll make sure to be a bit more more observant on sound. I turned that down as well. I noticed that that was way too loud. I went into the nether for a little bit, and that was really loud as well. So again, my apologies on that. I also did some research on my microphone to hopefully get some better audio quality. So, well, I wasn't really getting better audio quality. It was just learning how to actually use my microphone properly, is the truth. So went ahead and changed that. I'm also going to eventually, not right away, it's going to take a while, hopefully in the near future, get a pop filter, because I did notice whenever I did some S's, or like L and then S, those two sounds combined kind of made like a popping, hissing sound on the microphone. So I will try and work on that as well. So just kind of an update for you guys on that. Another update is that I'm going to be trying to release 1 or 2 episodes a week. So look forward to that. I'm really excited. So what you're watching right now is the first episode of Neopolis. Basically where I go around, work on projects with other people or by myself on the server. As we did today was just kind of by myself, or should I say this week. Believe it or not, guys, what I've done so far has taken the entire week. I also did the server tour episode 1 as well during that week. So, I mean, it's not like we didn't get anything done. So basically, I went ahead and kind of cleared out the area for this locking mechanism for filling up our system with flavors. Again, I'll explain that again. Our locking system will be in that wall right there. I also decided to change out the wood right here in the front panel with some dyed wool. And also came up with some really clever names, I think. My sister really likes alliterating, and it's kind of rubbed off on me. So I have kind of alliterated the names for the flavors. So what we have is Sugarific Swirls, Orange Oasis, Grape Greatness, and Strawberry Sweetness. Those are the 4 different flavors we will have. As you can guess, this is going to be the speed. I think this is fire resistance, and I think this one's health regeneration, and I don't remember what that is, but well, I've got it written down. Don't worry about that. So over here, I haven't really messed much with anything but our flavor system still. Also came up with some good names for the different operations that we'll be using. This is our flavor station, as I call it. Basically, right here I hooked up our locking mechanism. Our locking mechanism is controlled by 2 different locks beneath, and I'll show you that. But basically, those 2 locking mechanisms down there, they'll send a signal up here, and it'll turn on. Actually, one of them is sending up a signal right now, and that's why everything is locked right now. When it's locked, these pistons are up and the light is off. When it's unlocked, those pistons will be down and the light will be on, indicating that it is ready to take an order from a customer. So let's go ahead and go down here safely. And over here, as you can tell, Our two locking mechanisms are first our dropper right here. So we got a little comparator right here on the outside of the dropper that goes over, turns off this redstone torch, which of course removes its signal that goes up and locks the system. So right now there is no bottles in here, so the system is locked. As soon as we get bottles in here, then it will unlock the system. But there is another lock too that must be unlocked, so it's sort of like an AND gate in a way. Both of them have to agree that nothing's wrong with the system to unlock it. And that would be this timer right here. Basically what this timer is for is the brewing time, in which when this clock is started, it'll start moving the blocks out of this hopper right here into this one, which locks the system because the timer is going. It means, hey, I'm brewing something down here, or should I say flavoring to something down here, and I can't take any orders right now because that'll just jam me up. So it comes over here. This will be locked. I'm actually just going to flip this so you guys can see what I'm saying. There's the button. Okay, so it flips that, and this brewing stand, I mean the flip-flop, it's got a signal over into here, which locks this hopper. So there's a bottle in here, and I don't have a bottle on me to show you, but the bottle is up here and it's brewing, and it'll stay up here even when it's done brewing, because unfortunately with the brewing stand, if there's a hopper underneath it, it's going to take the bottle out immediately as soon as it gets in the brewing stand, unless you turn that hopper off. So that's what we do. So we just keep this hopper off by default. But as soon as you choose a flavor, signal comes down here and pushes this piston down for a click, which flips this T flip-flop, and I'll have a link in the description to the guy who came up with this fantastic idea. Though, a word of advice, make sure you don't have any blocks on the sides or above it. For some reason I was having troubles with the flip-flop. It wasn't being very consistent that way, so I just brought it up 2 blocks and pushed it back 1, and it seems to be working great now. So then it flips over. So let's say you choose a flavor, flips it off, we lose our signal, and our timer starts going off. As soon as the timer turns on and 1 block is in here, comes over here, locks our system, as well as starts the countdown for this right here. As you can see, as long as there is at least 1 block in this hopper, yeah, as long as there's 1 block in that hopper, whoops, oh, that's not good, there you are. So as long as there's 1 block in this hopper, which there now isn't, there'll be a redstone signal. But as soon as all of those are out, we now have this hopper right here unlocked. So then the bottle will go out of this brewing stand, go into this hopper. There will be a minecart right here, which will then go out and deliver our soda to the customer. And when it goes through this hopper, sends another signal out through here, which reflips the flip-flop. It's kind of fun to say, reflips the flip-flop. And when it does that, the counter starts getting reset, which will then eventually unlock the system, and this comparator right here actually will send the minecart out. So that's everything I've got set up so far. Now, when I was trying to record this earlier, I was like, oh, what am I going to call this right here? This system right here. Well, this system that we're going to be putting in here, hopefully either tomorrow or Monday, somewhere around those lines, that is going to be called the carbonation station. What that basically does is when someone recycles a glass, meaning that they've cleaned it out, put water in it, and thrown it into the system, it'll come over here and get carbonated with, that's right, you guessed it, nether wart. You know, just calling it the awkward potion station just didn't seem right, so I called it the carbonation station, because that's what we're doing. We're a soda factory here. We need to stick along the facts, you know. So we carbonate our water here, and then it'll get sent over to that dispenser right here, and be ready to have the carbonated water flavored with whatever flavor the customer chooses. So, and then our locking system will go right here, and I'll explain that real quick. Basically, I was going to try and have a item sorter that went and sorted everything into there, but I just couldn't find a system that I liked to set up and do that. I might eventually do that, where I actually just have an item sorter that comes down from the potion station like I had said earlier, but that doesn't look like what it's going to happen. Instead, I'm just going to have a minecart come down here, and it's going to send the nether wart into the carbonation station, and then all the other items into a box right here, a chest, and when you unlock it, this block will be moved out of the way. You'll be able to access the chest with supplies, as well as be able to fill these hoppers with the appropriate supplies, which will restock flavors, which is kind of a nice thing, because then you'll be able to kind of have like, oh no, we're out of sugarific swirl and you can have disappointed customers. But so that's basically all I've got set up for our Sodey Fountain today, and let's go ahead and wrap up this episode. Hey everybody, it's unfortunately time to end the episode. I kind of want to keep my episodes within the half-hour range, a little bit more, a little bit less. So next episode, hopefully we will be able to finish the Sodey Fountain. This has been a pretty big project for me, at least. It's taken about a week just to pre-plan in single player. As you can tell through the first beginning of this episode, I had no idea what I was doing, and that was on Monday, and then I just stopped and went into single player and worked a whole bunch, and so the second half of this video was after I had finally figured out how to get it to work. So now that we have that ready to go, and it's the end of the episode, I want to ask you, yes you're watching, I want to ask you a very big and important question. Should I ask this question? Should I ask it? Yeah. So what I want to ask you is, what do you guys want to do at the end of the episode? I want to do something that involves you guys, you know, kind of maybe like a questionnaire or something. A few ideas I had was maybe even I can assign you guys a competition of some sort in which you would create a video and send it in the comments as a video response, and at the end of the week or whatever, I would choose a winner. There probably wouldn't be any prizes, so it'd just be kind of a theme for fun, just kind of a way for you guys to show off your ideas and your talents. There's also a few other ideas, like just post some comments at the end of videos, and then in the next video that I make, I will read the some of the comments that I read that I like. So just kind of something to get you guys involved. If you guys have any other ideas, let me know, and we'll figure out which ones we like best and go from there. So I hope to see you guys next time, and when we finish the Sodey Fountain. It'll be fun. Really will. It'll be nice to see that thing working. So see you later.